Cheers. Welcome to Almost Rich, Almost Famous with Bets and Bridge. We're in a brand new year, 2022. Bets, it's the year we're going to be rich, famous. That's basically it. That's really all I want.
Lots of money, lots of fame. Do you believe it when you say it? Like, I need you to like say that with like a lot of like oomph behind it.
We are going to be rich and famous
Oh my God,
in 2022.
I am picturing money just falling all over my face.
I'm imagining my face just like on like a billboard and on TV and everywhere.
All right, this is the year.
This is the year. So typically I'm not a big New Year's resolution person, but when it comes to ARAF, I'm all in. And it's really a very short list of what I need to happen in 2022. And it's to become, well, at least me, more famous.
We're like not asking a lot.
And I'm
like,
going to get you more money.
Yeah. It's like not that much. We just need a little more money, a little more fame.
Yeah.
We need to be out here.
And I feel like a lot of it we can do together.
Yeah.
We can become more rich and famous as a team together. But I feel like you can do some of your own things to make more money. And I can do some of my own things to make me more famous.
Well, so I actually have several ideas.
Oh, for me or you?
Well, both.
Okay.
Really. So, okay. So I know we've been throwing out a bunch of resolutions, but one of our resolutions is we need to make more money, right?
Yes.
So I have a couple ideas I want to run by you.
Oh, I can already tell they're going to be wild and out there.
Okay. Picture this. You go through your day, you're wearing underwear. Well, in this scenario, you have to wear underwear. Okay, so like you wake up, you put your you wake up, you take a shower or you don't. I don't care either way. But you put your underwear on, you go about your day.
You're already doing things I don't do. Okay, I don't like shower every day, and I don't like to wear underwear.
Can one of your fucking resolutions be to wear some goddamn underwear?
I think one of yours should be to stop. It's so freeing not wearing underwear.
I'm trying to make us money. What you're not understanding is I'm looking at this as a money-making opportunity.
Right, I'll let you keep going. I won't interrupt. Okay.
Picture this. You wake up. You put your underwear on, you go through your day, we meet for lunch, we drink, we have some nachos, some fries, whatever we usually eat, which is a whole bunch of bullshit, which we should actually change. That should be one of our New Year's resolutions. And then at the end of the day, you video yourself taking off your underwear, showing them to the camera just so they know these are the underwear I've had on all day. You slip them into a plastic baggie and you put them at FedEx. Send them off to the person who's paying for them.
Betsy, back up.
Yep.
So all of these things. So before the podcast, Betsy's like, I've got a whole list of resolutions. I'm like, mine's a little bit short. And she's like, don't worry. I've got plenty to talk about.
Yes.
I knew you put a lot of thought into it, but why did this come to your mind? You thought, best way for us to make money is I'm going to make Bridget wear underwear. I'm going to make her take them off on camera and send them. Who wants to pay money to see or touch my dirty underwear?
Lots of people. You'd be shocked. You would be shocked at how people are making money. So again, this is for like, we need to get to the Super Bowl this year, right?
Yeah.
Where are our funds?
In my underwear, apparently.
They're your fucking underwear. That's what's going to... You wearing underwear is going to get us to the Super Bowl this year.
Well, who's going to buy me the underwear? Because, again, I don't wear them.
I'll fucking buy you the underwear. Okay. It'll all come back to us. I'll buy you the underwear. Really? Okay, so let me tell you this whole story.
Yeah.
So I was, I watch Snapchat sometimes, and I watch these, like, little, like, brief clips. And there was this woman who was saying... This is how she makes money. This is her full-time job. She literally sells things that are close to her body. The closer to your body that these items are, the better they sell. So, for example, say Bob, one of your fans, Bob, reaches out and he says, hey, Bridget, I want you to wear red nail polish. Go get a pedicure on me and send me your toenail clippings.
No, Betsy.
Yes, Bridget. And you don't have to pay for fucking anything because your nails are going to grow regardless.
I feel like you're making this stuff up.
I am not making this up.
Listen, so I get a lot of crazy DMs asking me to be their sugar baby. And they always say, no strings attached. I just want your time. I want someone to talk to. No sex. No nothing.
No sex.
I will buy you fancy outfits. I'll buy you fancy dinners. All I want is someone to talk to. I'm like, there is no way that's all you want. I think that's crazy. You're telling me that someone's going to give me money for my toenail clippings or for my dirty underwear. You're out of your goddamn mind.
Correct.
No. Okay, so if that's so easy, why haven't you done it all these years?
Well, because I wanted to run it by you first to see if we could do this together
like she's
as
ever
like a
listened
duo.
to anything I ever said.
To see if we could do this as a duo. Like you guys can get a care package from Almost Rich, Almost Famous. It comes with dirty underwear. toenail clippings and earwax removal.
What?
Bridget, like with like Q-tips.
Well, I do that. I do that a lot.
See, you could just put those right into a plastic baggie and send them on their way to Bob, your biggest fan.
What do you think they're doing with these items? Like, what do you do with toenail clippings?
I don't give a fuck what they're doing with these items as long as I'm getting paid on them. And you should feel the same way. You want to be famous. We got to get to the fucking Super Bowl. How are we going to get there? We need Bob's money.
But then what if Bob exposes us?
Exposes us how? We're already telling people this is what we're going to do. This is what we're doing.
He does like one of those unwrapping videos, unboxing videos. He gets it in and he's like, okay, guys, got my package today. And look, it is my ARAF package. I got Bridget's dirty underwear. Oh, she doesn't wear those often, I can tell. Oh, I've got Betsy's red toenail clippings. Fantastic.
She waited far too long for this pedicure.
Whose earwax could this be? I don't know, but I'm going to send him $1,000 anyways. I mean, it all sounds great, but
I know. I feel like you're kind of into these. Like, you just replayed that idea in your mind. You're like, wow, that actually sounds like a pretty good deal.
It does sound like a good deal, but I don't think it works that way.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you, I understand you don't believe it works that way, but I've seen somebody who, this is how she pays for her life.
Betsy, we could go on video and say, you guys, you see all these fancy trips we go on? This is how we've been doing it. Anyone can make a video like that and say that's how they've got their money and that's how they've been able to travel and do all the things.
Well, it was Snapchat, and I believe her.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one app I don't even have. So.
Okay, well, whatever. So what? Are you into it or not? I mean, there are a lot more ideas where that came from, but that's just one of mine that I thought you'd be into because it's literally zero effort. You don't have to do anything. You know what else you can do? Oh, you have so much hair. You know when you brush out your hair?
Yes, I do lose a lot.
You know all that hair that you like throw into the trash can? Put it right in the plastic baggie. Send it to Bob. He wants it.
That's the one. Because I'm actually getting concerned how much hair I've been losing lately. I'm like, am I getting old or what's going on? I lose a lot. Rather than throwing it in the trash, I would be happy to put that in a bag. Send it on and off.
I'm telling you, this is like a real business idea.
I just feel like more people would be doing it if it was a serious business.
No, Bridget, because most people are like you and they think it's ridiculous. But I know this is how we can make money.
You know, people always tell me to get an OnlyFans too. Because they're like, oh, you can make so much money. I'm like, no, because I look at it as, oh, you have to like strip down. You have to basically be naked. Be like, no, like basically what you already have on your Instagram, like your bikini photos, you can do that on OnlyFans and people will pay for it. So I'm like, when you think of OnlyFans, I think of like more in like the porn side of things, but it's really not.
Well, I think that goes to show this is an ARAF resolution, I think. Not doing shit for free. Like, I'm sick of posting my ass all over the internet for $0.
I'm sick of posting my legs.
$0. How much money you make?
None.
Could you fucking believe that?
No, I can't actually.
Like, we're out here, like, pimping ourselves to the world for no money.
And other girls are very smart, and they're like, hey, I'll just post my selfies only on Instagram, but I'll show you a little booty and a little leg on OnlyFans and make some money. Not us. We're dumb.
Look at us. Still here.
We're dumb. But then the thing is, like, we'll get done with this podcast, and you'll be like, so, about that OnlyFans? Like, oh no, I can't.
Oh, my God.
So I always like to speak the idea sounds great, but like it's not.
All right. Well, that's one of our resolutions. We're not doing shit for free. No more.
Which brings me to one of my resolutions. I feel like you're very good at it, and I think I've learned it from you, is learning to say no.
Okay, like in what instance? Like what exactly?
Whether it's work, it's friends, it's family, I just say yes to everything. Yeah. And then I spread myself too thin. Then I end up half-assing doing everything, and it never benefits anyone because then I'm annoyed that I'm like doing all these things that I don't want to do. The other people are annoyed because they're like, okay, you feel like we don't have your full attention because you're thinking about a million other things. Yeah. But I always say yes because I'm like, well, I could fit it in. So I learned to just say no with no explanation. Like, hey, do you want to come get drinks tonight? No.
You know, you're talking a real big game right now, but I can't see you actually saying. So let's say I don't know, my name's Amanda. Okay, I'm your friend Amanda from back in the day. And I say, hey, Bridget, haven't seen you in a while. Would love to get drinks. Are you free tonight? And you're free, by the way.
I know.
Okay, so then what do you say?
This is
you're you, and you say what you say.
Typical Bridget. If I don't want to, I like come up with something why I can't. Like, oh my gosh, I would love to, but I have so much going on tomorrow morning. I have to be up early. I have this, and I end up sending a novel as like a text when really all I have to say is, no, I'm so sorry, I can't. Catch you another time.
I feel like everyone knows the novel's a lie anyway. Like if you like have to make all like if you have to send this whole thing, then like everyone's like, oh shit, like she just like didn't want to come. Yeah, but if you say like no, you say, hey Amanda, thanks for reaching out. I can't.
No, actually,
that's actually not where I was going. I kind of lost my train of thought. I was more so saying, hey Amanda, thanks for reaching out. I can't, but have a nice time.
Well, that sounds mean too.
No, it doesn't. It's just saying, I can't, but I wish you the fucking best.
Well,
I wish you the best.
You're acting like it's like I'm never going to see you again. Like,
well,
okay,
maybe you don't want to see her ever again.
That's true. There are like some people like that. I mean, I've already done well this year.
Okay.
So like, for instance, I spent a lot of time at home over the holidays.
Yeah.
So between Christmas and New Year's, I'm spending a lot of time in good old Green, Ohio. And I have a lot of friends there and I love them dearly. Well, then it was New Year's Day. And I'm exhausted. A lot of drinking, a lot of eating, a lot of partying. I'm like, I just need one day to like not do anything and exist. Just lay in bed, watch movies, and just have a Bridget day. Very rare that I want those, but when I want them, I want them.
I've never heard you say anything about a Bridget alone day.
I
feel
know.
like you typically don't like that.
I know.
Yeah.
But as I'm doing my Bridget alone day, I'm laying in bed thinking, you know, what would make this Bridget day even better? So I had a little queso and chips. Maybe a margarita just to get over the hangover after New Year's Eve.
Like, do you want to do these things alone or do you want to do them with somebody?
Well, see, this is the thing. I don't like going places alone ever. I'm like, I want both of those items, but I don't want to go pick them up and bring them back.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just like go.
Yeah.
So I'm texting my friend, like, yeah, let's just like go do it. So we're having a good time. Well, then after that, it's like, well, now let's keep it going. Let's like meet up with other friends. Let's do this. And I finally just kept saying like, well, no, I think I'm just going to do this. Like, well, why? Why can't you? And I finally was just because I don't want to.
You said it?
Yeah. I said, I just want to go home and exist. And they were blown away.
I can't even imagine the reaction because I feel like most people who know you like think that you're down for whatever.
Yeah. Because typically I am.
Yeah.
But when I'm done, I'm done. Because I knew if I went, I would have to like put on a front and be like, okay, yes, I'll keep drinking. Yes, I'll have fun. And then I would hate myself the next day. My body was telling me, just go home.
Well, you mentioned doing this with friends, which I think is totally acceptable.
Right.
I think like friends is on the like 100% acceptable level.
Yeah.
Family is kind of like more in the middle, like 50%. Where do you put boss? Like if our boss, Sam Pines, were to say to us, okay, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. Can you just say, no thanks, but have fun? No thanks, but enjoy yourself.
I don't think so. I don't think we can do that.
Have you ever told a boss, like, no, can't, bye? Like, I'm not explaining why I can't do this.
I kind of did today. But it wasn't asking me to do something. I just had something scheduled with a boss in the company. But I will say I had a very good excuse. And I was just like, you know, I physically cannot do this today.
Yeah.
So, and rather than going into my whole explanation of why I can't do it. Yes. I was like, hi, I'm sending you a calendar invite for another day. I can't do it today. I didn't even get a response. I just sent a new calendar invite.
Good for you.
Accepted it. And it was fine. I'm like, wow, that was easy. I didn't even have to explain anything. It was just like, this is not going to work today. I'm sending you a different day.
You know, it's really not going to work for me to come in today. It's just not going to work. I'm not going to explain to you why. It's just not going to work.
But no one questioned me.
See, that's like how you get through life. You just don't, you don't even give people the option.
It's you are very good at.
I actually am. I'm really good at that. You know what I'm not good at, though? One of my other resolutions?
What?
I'm very extreme, just like in life. Like,
yeah, you are.
My hair is either white, blonde, or black.
Yep.
Like my
Your nails are out to here in neon yellow, or they're short and neutral.
Yeah. Like there is nothing in my life that can just be in the middle. I don't know why it is. Like I'm just very extreme. So I'm thinking in 2022, I want to go in a bit less extreme. For example, we go to our favorite restaurant and I'm thinking I would really like this $200 lobster thermidor entree. It's extreme. I'm not even hungry.
No, you are extreme in the sense that, like, if we go out and you're like, I'm really craving seafood tonight. So why don't we get the caviar? We'll get a lobster tail. Why don't we just get the seafood tower? I'm like, you went from craving seafood. I thought we were going to get the shrimp cocktail as an appetizer to Betsy wants to order the whole seafood tower with caviar.
Okay. In my defense, I've never actually paid for caviar. I only order caviar if somebody else is paying.
True. Seafood tower, different story.
Seafood tower I will buy for myself because I actually know that's like filling and I'll like be happy at the end.
Yeah.
Caviar is more just like an expensive fancy treat.
Yeah. But you do it with drinks too.
I do.
Like you've like turned me on to it, which I don't necessarily love, but I've experienced better wine now. But for me, I would just be like, hey, can I get your house cab? And Betsy would be like, well, what cab by the glass do you have? Yeah. Oh, you have Camus? Oh, great. Okay, well, maybe I'll like take it down a notch. Maybe I'll just do the quilt today. And I'm like, well, what are all these things? Let me try
that is
'em.
taking it down a notch, by the way.
And so then I taste yours. I'm like, well, that's a lot better than the house cab. Okay, maybe I'll take one of those too. And so now I go out with other people and I'm like, I'll just take the house cab. I'm like, well, this is shit. I wish I want the quilt or the Camus.
You're the asshole being like, hello, hi, me over here. This is shit. Could you please bring me the Camus?
I know.
Oh, I bet your friends will hate you.
Yeah, so like, wow, you're ordering it for yourself? I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, what else are you doing in 2022? Is there anything else that you are like, you're like, I need to, what? What?
I'm just looking at my list of things.
Okay.
So I thought about this and I'm like, all right, this is going to be one of my resolutions. I'm like, wait, do I actually want this to be a resolution? So I'm on the fence about it. But I feel like we just need to like dive into it a little bit more. I should go on more dates in 2022. Looking back at 2021, I probably went on a total of 3, maybe 4.
I was actually going to say 3 too.
Maybe. It's one of those. And it is. Like, I'll go out and immediately I'm like, well, I hate this, this, and this. Never talking to them again. And then I'll go another 5 months. I'm like, no, I just actually hate men. Then I get worked up and then I'll go out with another one. I'm like, well, I hated this, this, and this. Let's just wait another couple months.
Okay.
And I keep doing that. So I think the issue is I go out with someone and I immediately like hate them. So I'm like, I actually don't need a man. But there's a lot of fish in the sea. So maybe if I just like got a little bit more in the mix.
Yeah.
Maybe I would like one of them.
Well, I think that's how it works. Like, I think that's how it works. I think you have to like, what do they say? What's that thing people say? You have to kiss a lot of frogs. Do they say that?
I don't know that one. Kiss a lot of frogs to turn into a prince, maybe?
To like find your prince.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think
Sounds
somebody
right.
says that. Somebody has said that before. And now I'm saying that to you. You need to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince.
See, you want me to just kiss a bunch of dudes. You
sure
don't want me to go on dates.
And like tell me more about their dick sizes too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, Betsy has like asked me this before. She'll be like, well, like, did you hook up with him? I'm like, well, like, no. Well, did you like do anything? Did you feel around? I'm like, Betsy. She's like, well, can you at least just ask him for a photo so we know what we're working with? I'm like, God, no, I would never ask that. And she's like, well, just for me, just say like, hey, my friend wants to like see what you're working with. It's like, this is worth exploring. Can you send it to me?
Totally. Yeah. And you
no,
didn't.
Never.
You didn't do it one time.
No.
There's one specific one that I'm like, well, just get the photo. I mean, then we'll discuss it.
Never.
You've never asked for the photo.
No, and I never will. However, but like typically the way my brain thinks is if I don't see a connection right away, either like the way they've approached me is either DM or if it's in person, and if I just like don't get a good vibe, I'm like, well, no, I'm not going to give you a chance. But maybe I should. Or do you think that's wasting my time? I don't know.
I don't think it's wasting your time because if nothing else, it is content city.
Betsy's always thinking about the podcast. Like, Bridget, just go on a date a week and then we can recap it on Almost Rich, Almost Famous. Last week's was great. So.
I actually think it's a really good idea. I feel like that should be a segment on this show. Like recap of Bridget's last week's date.
Okay, well, I still haven't gone on one since the last one we discussed. That was only like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So if you were to do this, how are you open to everything? Are you open to referrals? Are you open to your dating app? Are you open to like finding a guy at the bar? Like, are you open to all avenues?
I think so. Okay, the one thing which I want your advice on too. So a lot of the guys that I am approached by or have met, whether it's in person or whether it's online, whatever it could be via social media, via my little celebrity app, whatever it is.
Yeah.
A lot of times they don't live in Cleveland. And so they're like, well, why don't you just come out here? Like, I'll fly you out. That makes me nervous.
I am 100% into the flying you out, but like send me my hotel confirmation number. Like, I am not flying there and staying with you in your guest bedroom. Like, get me a fucking hotel. Send me the confirm. I'm going to call and make sure that my name is on that reservation, and then I'll come visit.
See, that's just not my personality type.
What's your personality type? Sleeping in their bed?
No, but I'm just saying, like, well, hey, I'll fly you out. Like, I live in California. Like, I would love to have you come out. like, I'm not good at like asking the follow-ups. Like, oh, great. So are you getting me a hotel? I just avoid it at all costs. I'm like, I'll just let you know next time I'm there.
Well, why don't you say, well, why don't you come to Cleveland and like we can go to dinner and get a hotel and we'll see how it goes.
I don't know.
Oh my God. You know what needs to be on your list? Being more fucking direct.
Yeah, true. That's a good one.
That's actually a great one for you. Just being more direct in life.
Yeah.
Like with family, with friends, with dudes, like with bosses. Like, I'm not coming. Okay. And don't ask me why.
Yeah. And rather than a guy like saying like, so what was it? Like, I feel like you're not into this anymore. And rather me saying, oh, it's not you, it's me. I'm just like not ready or I'm really busy. Yep. I'll just say, no, you're actually just a fucking asshole, dickhead. And I don't ever want to see you again.
Yeah. Why don't you try it?
I don't know. Maybe I will.
It might be like one of those things. There was like a movie like Yes Man or like they have to say yes to everything. There's like something you have to do. You have to do that or you die. Just say like, I am going to tell you why I didn't like you and I'm never seeing you again. Have a nice life. I
don't feel like you've ever done that.
Well, I haven't been on a date.
Well, I'm just saying in general, to people, to friends, to work.
I'm actually very empathetic. But I do say if I can't do something. Like, I do say that. Not to friends or family, like, because I really try to make room. But, like, if there's something I don't want to do, then I actually don't do it.
Yes.
I agree. Most things.
I agree. You're good at that. But however, like, a lot of times, which, again, goes back to your extremeness. Yeah. You're always like, oh, my God, I hate everyone. I hate this person. I hate this person. Everyone. And then we're around them and you're so nice to them. I'm like, that seems weird. You're like, well, whatever.
All right,
we have
call
to,
it out. Who? What? What?
Well, it's people we work with. I can't say it on the podcast. What if they listen? And I know you actually don't hate these people, but like
I actually do at certain points. Probably.
Yes, when you do that, I'm like, then why are you being so nice? She's like, well, because I feel bad. Like maybe I put them in a bad spot. And I'm like,
I do. So there's one time I don't feel bad. If somebody's annoying because they look annoying, that's really not their fault.
It reminds me of Step Brothers. It's just something about your face.
Like, and it's true.
I just want to punch it. And he's like, is there something I can do about my face? Like, no, man, you better get out of the way, though. I'm going to punch you right now.
Haven't you ever felt that way about somebody?
Yes.
Okay. So, like, if it's that kind of, like, I hate you because I don't want to see your face, that's, like I can't actually, there's nothing I can actually do about that. But, like.
So you just have to, like, swallow your pride and be nice.
And be nice. Yes. Okay. So that's one side. Yeah. The other side is if you do something that's like actually really bad or really mean or something I hate, then I can be super mean. So it is an extreme, actually. Like, I hate your face, but I still have to be nice to you. Like, you fucked my friend's boyfriend, I will kill you. You know?
Yeah, those are very extreme. And we talked about this. And so one of my things I need to get better at is accepting that I'm just not everyone's cup of tea.
Oh, you need to accept that.
Yes. So much. Like, it really bothers me if I meet someone and they're like, yeah, like they don't want to hang out anymore. This could be friends, work people, dude, whatever it could be. And I'm like, well, I just don't understand. I'm like, I was so fun. I was so nice. But it's like, Bridget, but not everyone wants that. Not everyone wants someone that's energetic and full of life and asking a lot of questions. Like, it's okay. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. She's like, but it's not your problem that they don't like you. Like, it's fine. I need to learn to accept it because in my mind, I'm like, what can I do to win you over?
I know. And like, this is now becoming a therapy session. Like, why do you need to win people over? Like, what about that, like, makes you feel good?
I don't know if it's a competitive thing or it's just me, like, overthinking and wondering why people don't like me. I don't know.
Well, we've already talked about your overthinking and you need to be medicated. Like, normal people like me are medicated because I used to overthink too much and now I just go right to sleep.
Really?
I sure do.
Maybe I do need that.
You do. Or like smoke some weed or something if you can ever figure out how to, inhale.
Yeah. Not real good at that kind of stuff. I like the anxiety medication better than the weed idea.
I do too. Because ultimately, like, it doesn't matter. Like, not everyone's going to like you. And more than that, like, who cares? Like, people talk shit to us all the time on our social media. Like, are they paying you? They're not.
No.
Like, then who fucking cares?
And I do. I always focus on there'll be 20 positive comments and then that one negative, and I'm like, well, this dickhead.
All right.
One mean one.
You were really trying to get away from the more dates thing because we need to go back to that.
What? What else do you have to say about it?
Well, like, does that mean like you're going to be having more?
What, Betsy?
SEX going into 2022.
So somehow, like, when I say, like, you told me, like, well, what is it, Bridget? And you get me to finally at the end say, like, big dick. And me, I'm like, what is it, Betsy? Tell me. You spell the word.
Yeah. So what's the answer?
Well,
like, maybe that should be one of your goals. Maybe that would be your stress reliever. Maybe that would be your anxiety release.
Betsy, I don't think it works that way.
How do you know?
I just don't think that, like, sleeping with people I, like, don't know that well is going to make me feel good about myself.
You're going to end up being one of those, like, weird soccer moms, you know, who, like, have, like, a weird, like, madam service. They're actually an escort, like, later in life just because they didn't explore when they were younger. This is going to end up being you on a fucking Lifetime movie.
Well, I feel like that is a little bit extreme. But I will say I do look back because I was, in a shitty relationship for a majority of my life. And I always thought, man, I really missed out. Those were like my years to like have fun and party and go. I could still live those years, but I just don't think it's who I am as a person.
Yeah, I think that that's true. You know how we can start living more of those years, though? Well, you, and I'll just be along for the ride. Going on more trips.
I was going to say traveling.
Well, can we do that in 2022?
Maybe that's the thing. Okay, so when these dudes say like, hey, I'll fly you out here, I'll be like, okay, great. Book 2 tickets. And I'm like, huh?
You know.
And I'm like, no explanation. I'm not telling you why I need 2 tickets, but you're going to be in for a treat. And then they'll think like they're getting something real special out of it, which they are. You get to hang out with both of us.
Sure are.
But like it stops there sexual wise.
Yes, it certainly does.
Yeah.
I really think that you should say when these people tell you like, yeah, can I fly you out to like Iowa or wherever they live? I'll get you a hotel. Great. Me and my girlfriend are coming.
Yeah.
And, like, we'll be there. Send me the 2 plane tickets.
Great.
And, like, get us 2 hotel rooms.
Yeah, again, that'll take a lot for me to be direct like that. But
I can't wait for you to do it. You're going to feel such a relief.
But how is that going to make you more rich by us going on more trips?
Well, because then we'll make more contacts. And then,
True.
like, maybe we can meet more Bobs, more fans who want, like, our, like, dirty underwear.
I mean, I've never gotten that request, I'll be honest.
Oh.
You have?
You have not ever gotten that request?
No. I've gotten like the foot one.
What foot one?
Like asking for like feet pics. Which I'm like, I
Yeah.
like have dancer feet. You don't want to see my feet.
No, but some people have like an ugly feet fetish.
Oh, well then I could make some money there. But I've gotten a lot of the like, hi Bridget, you're so beautiful.
Yes.
I don't mean to offend you, but I would love to be your sugar daddy. This is the stipulations. I'll pay you X amount per week. All you have to do is this, this, and this. I'm like, listen, it's not enough money and I don't have the time.
What is enough money?
I don't know.
Like,
I would say like, all right, if I'm going to dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Dinner and conversation for, let's say, 2 hours.
Yeah.
$1,000?
Yeah. At least.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
At least. Plus the caviar.
Well, yeah, you'd pay for the meal, and then you give me $1,000 on top of it.
Yeah.
Would you ever do it? Would Sonny ever let you do that?
Pending how much we needed money.
Well, why don't you just be like the one that like schedules it all?
Oh, really? Wow, that's a great idea. Where did you ever come up with that?
I was just teeing you up.
So I have a business idea that is in the works. I have a name. I have an LLC.
Oh.
Like I am like for real starting an escort service. Clearly, I would not be getting paid on any inappropriate activity that follows the date.
So you are just setting.
I'm the connector.
You're setting rich men up with ladies.
Or rich ladies.
Yes, with men.
Yep.
No strings attached.
Or
like
rich men
sexual
with
things
men
involved.
and rich ladies with ladies, whatever they like.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no sex involved.
No sex involved.
Okay,
This
so
is just like companionship, if you will.
Okay, so what is this only in Cleveland? How does this work?
No, this is worldwide.
Okay.
So when your friends fly us out to Iowa, I'll set up my business there and I can just start connecting people. I'm basically just like a networker.
So you'll have like a list of your clients and they'll say like, hey, Betsy, I'm actually traveling to California. I'm traveling by myself for business.
Yep.
Would love to have dinner with a lady that is 5'11", long dark hair, bubbly personality that I will have a time with. And you'd say, great, I have the perfect girl. Bridget, I need you to go on a date with this guy and this is the rate. You'll get paid $1,000 to enjoy 2 hours with him.
Correct.
Got it.
So, you know, like the Millionaire Matchmaker, that show
Yes.
with Patty Stanger that like really resonated with me.
Okay. I've never actually watched it, but
Oh,
I'm familiar.
Oh my God. You'd actually love that. You'd love that show. That's like one that you'd like. I'm basically her. I'm a madam.
Oh.
So if we have any takers, let me know. I'm like just starting my business, getting it up and running.
This would be good content too. Although we couldn't expose anyone's names,
Yeah.
I will say that would be great content, especially if I'm one of these. What would I be called to you?
Client. You're not a client. I have this all in like a form.
Oh.
Yeah, I've talked with my lawyer about this, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. Not familiar with it, but whatever. Okay, so I'm your employee.
You're my employee. Yeah.
Okay.
You're one of the dates. You're a date.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I was
I'm sure
thinking,
we'd have a lot of requests for you.
Oh, thank you, Betsy.
You're
you know,
welcome.
and I'm like thinking in my head, like, I don't know, that just like sounds like a little inappropriate, not something I'd really want to do. But come to think of it, we do it all the time for free.
Every day.
Whether it's us just going out to a nice dinner, we sit at the bar. Of course, men always start talking to us, and then we're too nice, and we end up having a conversation. Sometimes they'll buy us a drink, maybe. Sometimes we get caviar, great.
Yeah.
Other times, no, we just sit there and we end up talking for free, and we get nothing out of it.
Not this year.
So, yeah.
Not in 2022, we don't. I'm actually really not doing that anymore. Like, if you don't pay me up front, I'm just not speaking to you.
What about if when we like go to like a fancy restaurant and me and you are just treating ourselves, we're going to the bar, they start up a conversation and immediately they're like, by the way, put them on our bill. Would you entertain like talking to them?
Yeah, because I'm so fucking accustomed to it because it's what we do in life.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it, however. Like, I enjoy it if it's somebody really great, but for the most part, I want to be there with you. And so when you're looking around smiling at everyone, trying to like make friends with people, I'm like, can you just look straight ahead? Stop.
You always
I
tell
hate
me that.
It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah. And you're like, no, there's been times where you literally just let me talk and you will like turn your back to me and you're like, I don't know. I'm not wasting my time.
I do. And then I'm
Keep
like,
going.
I'm on my social media, like scrolling through a whole bunch of bullshit that I also don't care about. And then I just want to go home.
Speaking of social media.
Yes, we need to.
A lot of people actually have given us a big suggestion.
Ugh.
And it's to make a TikTok in 2022.
We have a fucking TikTok,
Betsy,
Bridget.
we made one and we like have not done anything with it. It just created. It's called Almost Rich, Almost Famous. But listen, Rob does a great job for us. He always makes us fun little teaser videos, puts our whole podcast on video. Hi, guys. We can cut that up and put that on TikTok. I don't think it will take much work. Believe me, I was opposed to it too. I'm like, I'm not getting into this whole other social media platform. I don't understand it. I'm not into it until people have brought it to my attention. A lot of podcasts, a lot of people have been discovered on TikTok. I think it's too late in the game, but I've been told it's not too late in the game.
We're like 50. We do not need to have a TikTok.
But Betsy, it's not like us doing the weird dances, like
well, we could do that.
doing all those things. It's more so like the same thing we put on our Instagram, like our little teasers, we put it on TikTok.
So I have a really good idea.
Okay.
And it is for you to download the TikTok app on your phone.
And I do all the work.
Yes.
Okay, actually adding to the 2022 resolutions, we are going to hire a social media manager because we are going to make so much money and be so famous. People are going to be begging to be working for ARAF.
Begging.
Begging. I mean, I will do it for free. We'll say, great. That's the kind of intern we like.
So if you're interested, you know where we are.
Okay, so you can follow us on social media. On Instagram, almostrich_almost famous. Subscribe to our YouTube page, Almost Rich, Almost Famous. Twitter, ARAF_TLOD. Bats, what's our TikTok?
Almost Rich, Almost Famous.
Is it really?
I think.
Oh my
I
God.
actually do like think that that's it, and I'm not lying.
Okay, great. More content coming there because I'm going to make it happen.
Thank God. You know, because I am the only, I like actually started the account and it's on my phone. And the reason I've really been avoiding the TikTok conversation is because I just can't handle it. I cannot.
I don't think I'm going to be able to either, but we'll figure it out.
Well, why don't we stop like spending a whole bunch of annoying time stalking people that we don't care about on social media, which is another resolution. Start a TikTok instead. You know, I have limited myself to 45 minutes per day on Instagram.
You know, over the holidays, I got one of those alerts like, hi, your screen time has been up 8%. I'm like, okay, because I'm not doing anything else. I have nothing else to do.
It's the worst. It's so embarrassing when you get those ones that have gone up and you're like, 8% is like a significant percent.
Or when I can't sleep and then the next day I look and I'm like, whatever the last page I was looking on Instagram, I'm like, that's weird. How did I get there? Like the most random person in the world. Like obviously I was stalking someone that led me to stalk someone else, that led me to stalk someone else. And then here I am on some random person's page from Iowa.
And it's
she was from Iowa. I literally don't know one from Iowa.
Yeah,
but
we have a friend. We actually
do?
have a friend who just traveled from Iowa to see us.
Oh, true.
Who is also going to be great content. She would be she's actually on TikTok.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
She's like famous on TikTok.
She's famous on a lot of things.
That's a little teaser for a podcast coming soon. Here is to 2022, where we are going to become rich and famous. We're learning to say no, unless there's money involved.
And Bridget's selling her dirty underwear. Cheers.